Hello everyone, good afternoon. I am Angeline and I was assigned to discuss the topic about the component of remediation. So, the key component of a successful remedial development education program include an effective organizational structure, mandatory assessment, and diagnostic testing. It required orientation, variety of instructional approaches, integrated learning assistant, and structured advising and career educational planning. So to ensure to ensure that the program is effective, one must consider the six component of an ideal remedial program. So this principle may be also be applicable in remediation for other skills aside from reading. So I have here the six component of remediation. The first one here is we have orientation component. Second one is the direct instruction. Third, reinforcement extension. Fourth, semi-enhancement. Fifth, personal growth. And the last is we have the cognitive development. So first is we have orientation component. The orientation component will provide a continuity and focuses on remedial session. It may be engaging, question or statement related to local or national news or even school life. It must focuses on structured routines, materials, equipment, venue, and the objective of the program. So why is it we need to have orientation to student? Okay, so an academic component orientation will give the new student the advantage that they will need in making that transition from high school to college. By giving a strong overview of academic expectation, student will be better prepared to meet the challenges of the college academic. Okay, so here is we have the number two, we have the direct instructional component. So this is the instructional heart of remedial session. It should never be traded away, even for one period, without some compelling reason. Okay, so in here, it is very important to meet the goal of the providing curriculum that supports student success. The college should develop program of study that benchmark best practices in developmental education. So it is a model for teaching that emphasizes well-developed and carefully planned lesson designed around small learning increment and a clearly defined and prescribed teaching task. So number three, we have reinforcement and extension component. So this period of time usually should build on a direct instructional period and be spent in empowered reading, writing, and discussion of what was read. Writing activities may be vary from simply listing keywords to summarizing and reacting. So reinforcement is very important to student because it is a way to motivate by incentivizing their good choices. Student will connect their positive behavior to the positive responses and thus promote good behavior choices. Like for example, if one student is praised for a certain desired behavior, and the other student also learned that this behavior is acceptable, then um then probably he would also do of what was their student do. So the important or the advantage of using reinforcement is that student will actively enjoy being present and learn the class. Okay, so number four is we have the semi-enhancement component. So this is the unit of time should be spent in building a knowledge base for the further reading and independent thinking. It is an ideal time to teach to the student the skills of outlining, note-taking, and memory training. Actually, it should flow okay. Okay, so why is it important to have semi enhancement? But before we're going to discuss, we need to have to elaborate or to discuss what is sema. So SEMA is a reader background knowledge. It is all information or a person know, the people you know, the places you have been, the experience you have had, and the books you have read. So all of this is your SEMA. Um, okay, so why is it SEMA enhancement important? Okay, so having sufficient SEMA or a background knowledge gives you a rod to hang your comprehension hawks on, so you to speak. Students do not only have background knowledge about the topic, but SEMA also plays a role in how we understand vocabulary and even self set a purpose for before reading. It is very necessary to activate your SEMA while reading, since it will help you to make connection on what you read, and it even aids visualizing on what you have reading. So the last one is we have the cognitive development component. So these components should contain an attempt to enhance basic thinking operation such as inference, abstract verbal reasoning, analogical reasoning, constructive critical or creative reading, convergent and divergent analysis, problem solving, and metacognition. So in here, cognitive development means how the children think, explore, and figure things out. It is the development of knowledge, skills, problem solving, and disposition, which help the children to think about and understand the world around them. Okay, so it is very important to develop this component because it provides student with the means of paying attention to think about the world around them. So that would be all mine. I hope that you understand something. Thank you.